The story unfolds in China during the Chinese Revolution in 1966. As the nation undergoes significant cultural shifts, a professor defying the new norms is confronted and silenced by the younger generation in a public gathering witnessed by his daughter, Wenia. Fast forward to 2024 in London, where shocking news spreads, scientists reevaluate their research as fundamental physics laws seemingly reverse. Saul, a perplexed scientist, grapples with his failed experiments. Meanwhile, Dashi, a British intelligence officer, investigates strange deaths among scientists, noticing a pattern of those involved in major projects meeting tragic ends. In his group, the focus is on Jean, a researcher exploring multidimensional fields, and Augie, a scientist developing ultra-thin microfiber for her company. They were discussing the sudden deaths of scientists and the failure of their meticulously crafted formulas when Augie spots a mysterious countdown. When she asks her companion about the countdown, she couldn't see it. The next day, Augie tells Jean about her unusual experience of seeing countdowns glowing with an eerie golden light. Perplexed, the group discusses this anomaly, but the reason remains elusive. Distressed, Augie encounters a stranger named Tatiana, who cryptically reveals that Augie's life is tied to the countdown. Tatiana tells Augie to stop her nanofiber project to stop the countdown. When she denies Tatiana and says, "If you don't believe me, then look at the sky tomorrow night." The next day, she sits on the road at 12 midnight with Saul, and all the stars in the sky start shining together. Those stars were blinking again and again as if they are telling a code. Saul notes that code, and Augie sees that this code was matching with her countdown. As the countdown nears its end, Augie stops the project, and to her astonishment, the countdown stops too. Augie realizes that all the scientists were being told to stop their research, and they were forced to die when they didn't do that. Jean, mourning her colleague's death, receives an advanced helmet from her friend's mother. Upon wearing it, Jean enters a hyper-realistic virtual reality game, intrigued by its lifelike simulation. She shares her discovery with her friend Jack, amazed by the helmet's unparalleled sophistication. Together, they delve deeper into the virtual world. People here faced extreme heat that dried them out and relentless cold that never ceased. To survive, they learned to put themselves to sleep during extreme heat and rejuvenate in water when things calmed down. Despite the challenges, their scientific acumen allows them to decipher the underlying physics. They uncover that the planet hosts not one, but 3 suns, whose synchronized alignment triggers catastrophic events. The trio of suns, orbiting closely, induces extreme weather changes, and when the 3 suns come in a line, there is a fire in this world. Knowing this, they clear first level of the game. Jean and Jack confront the 3-body problem, which means 3-body problem means the 3 suns revolving around a planet, a challenge even the greatest minds like Isaac Newton attempted to solve. They discover a computer built by past scientists to tackle this enigma, but Jean and Jack assert that the problem is inherently unsolvable. Their assertion earns them passage to the next level, where they anticipate meeting the game's creator. The scene shifts to a past event in China, where the military recruits the professor's daughter, Wenia, for her scientific prowess. Wenia learns of China's attempt to communicate with aliens using a powerful transmitter directed at the sun. 8 years later, she receives a chilling message from aliens that if they want to save their planet and the people, then they should never contact them again, otherwise, their planet will be destroyed. Wenia, who thinks of humans as merciless, offers to assist the aliens in taking over the planet. In the present, Augie gives a demo of her project, and her countdown restarts. Scared to see that, she stops the project, while Dashi gives the helmet to his senior officer. By wearing this helmet, it also attached the neurons of the human brain to itself. Dashi believed that this was made by a person who is in search of intelligent and capable people because this helmet also detects human abilities. After learning about Augie's project, Dashi reassures her, acknowledging her concerns about the mysterious countdowns. He shows her footage revealing the erasure of the girl she conversed with, confirming her suspicions. Together, they ponder over the baffling breaches of physics and the sinister agenda behind the scientist killings. Determined to uncover the truth, Dashi invites Augie to join him in the investigation. Meanwhile, Jean and Jack meet Tatiana, the enigmatic creator of the game. Tatiana reveals that the helmets were designed to identify the world's brightest minds and that the virtual civilization they encountered is real, residing on a planet with 3 suns. She discloses that the aliens, who have taken on human form, are using the helmets to communicate. Aware of their planet's impending destruction, the aliens seek refuge on Earth, set to arrive in 400 years aboard thousands of spaceships. Tatiana reveals that her organization, secretly working for the aliens, aims to establish cohabitation between humans and the aliens on Earth. Jack is outraged by this and storms out, while Jean decides to assist Tatiana. Jean receives an invitation to meet the organization's leader at a party. Back in past, Wenia collaborates with a billionaire named Mike to communicate with the aliens, believing they can save Earth from human destruction. In the present, Tatiana confronts Jack at his home and murders him before disappearing from CCTV footage. Shocked by Jack's death, Jean decides to expose Tatiana's plans to Dashi and her superiors, despite the risk to her own life. Dashi advises her to feign loyalty to gather information on the cult aiming to summon the aliens. In another scene, Mike, now old, continues to give human data to the aliens, having built a sizable cult around his cause over the past 50 years. One day, when Mike informs the aliens about human lying habit, they cease communication, realizing they cannot trust humans. Meanwhile, Jean attends a meeting she was invited to. She discovers that the group's leader is her dying friend's mother. This leader, revealed to be Wenia herself, addresses the attendees, advocating for the aliens over humans. Amidst her speech, the police raid the gathering. Tatiana, enraged by Jin's betrayal, opens fire, resulting in casualties and arrests. While investigating Wenia, Dashi learns that her ships maintain contact with the aliens, hidden in international waters. They plan to destroy the ship illegally to retrieve data sent to the aliens. Augie recreates her nanofibers to aid in the destruction. The ship, caught in a net of nanofibers, is torn apart, along with its occupants, including Mike. Upon accessing the data, the team finds it unreadable until the aliens intervene, making it readable. Jean and Dashi's superiors use virtual helmets to communicate with the aliens, who express disappointment in humanity's deceitful nature. But humans possess remarkable problem-solving abilities, often finding solutions to challenges swiftly. The alien reveals that over the past 50 years, humanity has progressed more than anticipated. Concerned about humanity's potential dominance, the aliens devised AI technology spanning the Earth to monitor human activity. This technology, resembling stars in the sky, enables the aliens to halt human technological advancement remotely, eliminating scientists who resist. The aliens make their AI system visible globally, causing widespread panic. Amidst chaos, the United Nations convenes to address the crisis, proposing a collaborative effort to understand and counter the alien threat. Jean confronts Wenia, acknowledging her as an enemy but shows courage to ruin all her plans. Dashi's senior officer calls a meeting of global scientists to study the aliens and develop countermeasures. They propose launching a probe into space to gather intelligence on the aliens' biology and behavior. Under Jin's leadership, scientists develop a high-speed probe capable of reaching space. The officer proposes a daring plan to implant a dying scientist's brain into a probe to gather data on the aliens. Despite the risks, Jin's friend volunteers, but the mission fails when the probe deviates from its course at the last moment. After their failure, a new strategy is devised to establish a lunar base for defense against the aliens, led by an Indian major. Meanwhile, Tatiana awaits the aliens' signals while Dashi attends a UN meeting with scientist Saul, revealing that the aliens' AI cannot read human minds. A select team, including Saul, is tasked with devising a secret plan to defeat the aliens, leveraging the power of human intellect. As Dashi along with Jean and Saul confront a swarm of insects, they vow to use any means necessary to defend humanity, setting the stage for the next chapter in their struggle against aliens.